Yo guys, what's going on? I am George and this is Uwannawatch. Welcome back to the shop and welcome back to another episode. Today we got us the Jacktown experience. I say without any further ado, we jump right into it. Let's go. Alrighty guys, well let me start off this video with what I picked from Jacktown. I think that way this video will move a little more fluid. I picked not a lot of stuff, to be honest with you, but I wound up getting a whole boatload of stuff from my friends, subscribers. It's just amazing. So let's jump right into this, what I picked up from Jacktown. We're going to start off with this Union Super Steel Machinist box. This thing is in fantastic shape. I did pay $20 for it, but just look at this. You guys are going to be blown away. Look, the original, oh, let me move you, I apologize. The original literature is still on top. It's in fantastic shape. The felt, the green felt in this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Everything is super fresh, nice and clean. I just love this thing. It's got that look that I love, you know? It's like old, vintage, industrial. It's got all the little categories that I'm always looking for. So, yep, 20 bucks. This here was a no-brainer for me. I absolutely love it. That was a good find. Next, $20. I picked, let me adjust you again. I apologize. $20, I picked up this nice little tomahawk set. I think with a little bit of cleaning, this thing will be a perfect display piece. And it's 100% complete. And the graphics are just awesome on there. You know, I was pretty stoked to get this. So, not a bad deal. From the same guy to same table, I picked up this old Prestone silicone car waxing cleaner. I think this is pretty cool. It's completely full. It's like new old stock, never used. But the graphics on this I think are fantastic. So I'll wind up using this in the shop until it's empty and then make it a display. So that was pretty cool. Let me start next with all the tools that I got, because there's quite a bit. And yeah, I just want to run through this real quick. First, I got a set of proto screwdrivers. They're all slotted. They're not in the best of shape. I did pay $20 for these, but I think we can restore these in the shop and get them looking good. They're all cracked, so the handles are pretty much beat, but everything else about them is super nice. The ferrules, the butt ends, the shafts, they're all in really good shape. The tips, there's no chipped out tips. This one's been ground down a little bit, but other than that, they're pretty good. I was quite happy to have gotten those. I did find a couple of items that I was going to give to Mr. Magdad, but I didn't see him at the end. So I found him a couple of Vaco screw holding screwdrivers. These things are in phenomenal shape. So I'll get these sent out to you, brother. And also a quick wedge. Found this too. This was a freebie when I bought these. So that was awesome. I'm going to hold off on this spud wrench for right now because I do have a funny story about this. Let's see. Oh, almost forgot about the Ace screwdriver. I found a fantastic looking Ace screwdriver. I think this will clean up absolutely fine and be a nice little showpiece. I do love the painting on the handle where it says Ace. That is pretty cool looking. I got a fantastic 15-inch Bonnie adjustable wrench. This thing doesn't need anything. Just a light cleaning to get the paint off there. A little bit of oil, that's it. This will hang right up on the wall. So, pretty happy to have gotten that. Let's see. Loose wrenches. Got a flare nut wrench. This is a Bonnie 1 inch and 3/4. Was quite happy to have found that. Got a Bonnie Con. This is a 1/2 inch. It's in relatively good shape. I think it'll clean up nicely. I do need to try and get somebody's mark off there. I don't know, they just gouged it up with something. Nice little Yamaha. This is 14 and 17 mil. Double open end. I was quite happy to have gotten that. That'll go to my little foreign collection. And I got a Proto. This is a 3/4 combination. Relatively good shape. Needs a little bit of cleaning. Excuse me. I got a 8 inch Diamond Diamond Caulk and Horseshoe adjustable wrench. Again, this thing is in fantastic shape. Needs just a little bit of oil, and this will display as well. I believe Brian Jolly gave these to me, so let me set these off to the side. I got a nice little 6 inch Pexto little nut wrench, monkey wrench. This thing has seen better days, but it's actually in really good shape. The handles, they're not loose, they're not flopping around, and nothing's like mushroomed out on there. I was quite happy to have found that. A little bit of mushrooming right here on the sides, but that'll file right out or grind right out, and this will be a valuable user. Nice little display piece as well. Got a fantastic pair of diamond nippers. I was quite stoked to have gotten these. These are the longest ones that I've seen, and definitely needed to pick them up, so I grabbed these, and these are in really good shape. I found a Snap-on 71N. I paid $1 for this. Works fantastic. Of course, it's dirty as all get out on the inside, but this thing will clean up fantastic. So $1, that was a no-brainer. Picked up a little pocket knife. What caught my eye was the green handles on there, and I couldn't read what was inside. It was either Boy Scouts, I thought. So I brought this over to Mr. Magdad. He looked at it real quick and noticed that it's Girl Scouts. So that's quite cool. And this thing is in remarkable shape, to be honest with you. Yeah, it definitely needs a cleaning. But, yeah, that was a $20 little pocket knife, and I'm happy with that. That's awesome. This wrench. This wrench does have a funny story. I was picking at a table. I had a handful of stuff, and I was paying the vendor. The total was $10. I passed him at $20. He was giving me the change. David from West Highland shop walks up, asked him about this wrench. The guy said $10. So I instantly passed my change back to the guy and snatched the wrench out of David's hand. So, David, I kind of stole your wrench, but I thought it was funny. You might not have, but hey, you never know. This might show back up. Who knows? All right. So there's my funny story about the wrench. Give me a minute. We're going to pause this, and then I'm going to show you what my friends and subscribers and everybody brought to the show for me. I am overwhelmed and just wow. You know, give me a minute, guys. Alrighty, guys. Well, we've got a whole lot of stuff to get through here that was brought up to Jacktown and given to me as gifts. Let's run through this real quick. I am literally completely overwhelmed. I really am. You guys, man, just blow me away. You really do. First, let's start off with CC Scraps. Gave me this thickness gauge for like steel, metal, sheet metal, stuff of that nature. That way you can figure out when you're welding, you know, what thickness it is, and that was pretty cool. I really needed that. This huge SK combination wrench. This is the C40 1.25" combination. This thing's in fantastic shape as well. Look at that. That's nice. It's a big sucker too. And a boatload of electrodes. These are all welding sticks. So that right there just saved me a fortune. Cece, I truly appreciate it, brother. Thank you very, very much. That is way cool. Look at that. And it fits right on there. That is so cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother. And Cece's wife, Christina, at 315, got her sticker right here. And this was full of cookies. Well, of course, you guys know I'm fat, and well, there's no cookies left, but her sticker's still there, which is going to go on the beer fridge. So, thank you very much for the cookies. Next, I won a free can of Regal Red from Scout Crafter. He passed this to me, and during the meetup, he had mentioned that I had an issue with this Regal Red in the past, and then he had an issue with the Regal Red. So he gave me a can of Regal Red on the house. That was very, very generous. Thank you, John. I truly do appreciate it. And then my wife won the raffle drawing, and she was looking, and I screamed out, hey, pick up the red spray paint. So now I got 2 cans of awesome spray paint. So thank you very much, John. I do truly appreciate it. Thanks, bud. Alrighty, next we are going to start with what Mr. Brian Jolly brought up there for me. He was actually walking around picking the whole time. Came up to me a couple of times. Hey, I got this for you. I got this for you. Look at this awesome pile of stuff. A lot of this is going to be a surprise as well. So let's go through this. Got a funky pair. I don't even know really what this is. This is probably a form of hose clamp plier. It says patent April 18. Oh God, I can't read it. 90 something. But if you guys would know what that is for, please, by all means, throw it in the comment section. That'll clean up nice. He brought me a ice chipper and said that this is for Mr. John Fix. If I have a package going out to John, please, by all means, throw it in there for him. And I do have a package ready for John Fix, and I will absolutely send this with my package, and I'll even wrap it separate and leave a note in there for John that this is from you. So that is quite cool. See, we're always thinking about each other, and that's what makes this community so awesome. Oh man, I got a fantastic pair of Crowder linesmans. These are the Dreadnoughts. They got that awesome embellishment on the handles. And these are in remarkable shape too. They definitely need a soak and a bath. There's a little bit of rattle in them, but not too much. I think we can fix that. These are Crowder 184, 1, and then 10. Yeah, these are nice. Probably a 10-inch pair. 12-inch. Got a nice little hole punch here. Again, this is a Crowder. It's got the dimpled diamond pattern on the handles. These are in remarkable shape. They're a little scrungy and dirty, but these things will clean up fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Crowder USA 19. So, pretty stoked about those. A couple more Crowders here. These are all ones that Brian found. We got a nice little pair of needle nose pliers, 641-5. These are in remarkable shape, and of course they got that fantastic embellishment on the handles as well. These will clean up really nice. Got a nice pair of linesmans. These are 5.5-inch Crowders. Really, really nice Crowders. There's no slop in them. Pair of slip joint pliers. These are 356-6 Crowder USA. Remarkable shape, super clean, really, really clean. And another pair of little slip joint pliers. These are Crowder 40-6. These are the real thin profile jaws on there. These are always handy to have, and these things do clean up fantastic as well. Got like a compass or a divider. Not quite sure exactly the use for this. I think it's a compass. And these are Crowder. It's so hard to see. Wow, I'm using a magnifier and I'm having a hard time to see. Definitely Newark, New Jersey. Yep, they're Crowders. I can't read the number on them, but they are definitely Crowders. These will clean up fantastic. It's got that beautiful like nickel finish on there. It's not all flaking off like you usually find, you know. So that is pretty cool. I like that a lot. And a couple of wrenches. These are all plumb wrenches that Mr. Brian found. 11/16 and 5/8 double open end. This is nice. That'll clean up sweet. We got us a 7/16 combination. Again, plumb. Fantastic shape. And this monster right here, this is a 1-inch number 1232 plumb. It's got the pebble pattern. This thing will clean up fantastic. Look like $1 million when I'm done with it. That's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Brian. I truly do appreciate it. And don't worry, the ice chipper will make it to Mr. John Fix just fine. So that is cool. Let's see, next. Kurt and Nick from Enk Garage brought me this sweet little bucket full of goodies. Let's go through this right quick. Got a fantastic SK Professional little tin. This thing is in remarkable shape, and I'm pretty stoked to own this. Yeah, that thing looks, I mean, it's perfect. It's in great shape. Thanks, guys. This is a Proto 3/8 ratchet. It's in pretty good shape. They said that it's missing a tooth on a gear. That's okay, because I've got others. And I can always swap everything out, because this handle, I think, is better than the one that I have currently in my toolbox. Yeah, I could feel it. Yeah, that ain't nothing but a thing. That's quite cool. Thanks, fellas. This is a SK extension. I want to say it's probably 6-inch. In fantastic shape. Matter of fact, that'll go right up there on the board. Thank you, fellas. And this is a complete set of SK swivel. That is fantastic. Look at that. Every single one of them are on there. The rail's in great shape. Everything about this is fantastic. That is totally sweet. Thanks, guys. It was pretty cool picking with you. I really did enjoy it. I was telling my wife about how I think it's funny. Oh, a little magnet as well. I think it's funny the different styles of picking. And I was watching Kurt. And Kurt's in there like a honey badger. He's digging through the rust and the dirt, and he's got handfuls and a big smile on his face. That was really cool seeing that, man. And I just want to say thanks, guys. That was awesome. Next, Mr. Dale from Dale's Workshop brought me a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna do the highlights for right now, just because there's so much stuff that he brought me. Got a fantastic set of Husky screwdrivers. This is a complete set right here. Got a couple of Torx, got one Robinson, and the set of slotted screwdrivers. These all have the ruby color embellishment on the inside. I like calling it like a Jolly Rancher color, but they got the rubber grips on there. Hard plastic rubber grip. These things are ergonomic and they feel fantastic. So these will definitely be viable users for the shop. A sweet little Husky set. Chrissy already claimed this for inside the house, so it's spoken for, but that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. This awesome little bear oil. Look at the graphics on that. That thing is sweet. I love these old tins. And this one's in fantastic shape. I'll get the sticker off there and give it a nice cleaning, and that will display absolutely fine and completely full of oil. So that's a bonus. Oh man. And then Mr. Dale's little goodie bag. Of course, I got his business card. Nice little set of Allen keys, a pick, Ace Hardware screwdriver, and a little utility knife. That is fantastic. That's a handy little set right there. Thank you, Mr. Dale. Bigfoot's Cave gave me a nice little package too. These are going to go right up on the beer fridge right after I'm done filming this. Fantastic set of SK 3/8 drive 12-point sockets on the rail. New old stock. That is absolutely fantastic. A couple of Action combination wrenches. He knows I collect Action for some strange reason, and you know, these are absolutely going to go in my set. So these things are super clean as well. And it's funny because I never really find them this clean, but look at that. Doesn't need anything. Those things are toolbox ready. That is sweet. And he gave me I already opened this because I was so intrigued. New old stock plum. These are, where is my cheater? 5226 plum. These are 13/16. Look at that. A little bit of oxidization on there. That'll come right off, no problem at all. And yeah, I'm jazzed. That is super sweet. Love it. Thank you, brother. It was really cool meeting you and the missus. And hopefully we can do it again next year. And I know what you mean about the heat because it affected me big time as well. Plus I'm on a new med, so I was kind of off my normal routine. So that is that. Let's see. Woo! Alright. So Mr. David from West Highland shop gave me this fantastic tin. This is Irwin Speedbore 88s. Nice little display piece. I already have something in mind for this because I do have a bunch of Irwin Speedbores. I'm going to get up with somebody who has a 3D printer like we talked about, Dave, and get the little attachments made so we can just put them in there, hang them off this, and I think that would be a fantastic little display. So thank you, brother. Alright guys, I can't show you everything that David gave me because it's just so much, and this video will wind up being like 3.5 hours. So let me spin you around and take a gander at this. I was joking with him, telling him that, you know, dropping this off to me there at Jacktown, and his ride back will save a boatload of money on fuel, because this SK box is completely full. Completely full. David's thinning out his hoard, and he gave me all of his SK. So I do not need any more SK. I think this is way plenty. With what I have and with what David gave me, I am completely overloaded with SK now. There is probably 10 of the 3/8 ratchets in there. There's 5 or 6 1/2 inch ratchets in there. Sockets, wrenches, screwdrivers, adjustables. This one's pretty cool. The red handled SK, and it's got the bits in it. That's fantastic. Everything in here is awesome. I am flabbergasted. I can't believe you brought me up all of your SK stuff, man. That's crazy. Oh, it's heavy too. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And last but not least, he brought me up a proto rolling toolbox. This is going to get a restoration, and my proto flying lady over there is going to go on top of this, and that's going to go in the hole over on the wall. So look forward to this in the future. I'm definitely going to do a restoration on there, and I am blessed, truly blessed. David, thank you very, very much, man. Don't forget to keep watching. I'm going to put a bunch of clips in the end of this, and yeah, we'll do a wrap up after the clips. Alrighty guys, well we are all done with this one. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. That was my Jacktown 2025 video. We had a fantastic time. Big huge shout out to Mr. Scout Crafter for getting us all organized up there. That was a blast. We had a lot of creators up there. We had a lot of friends of our channels up there. It was a fantastic showing. I am honored to be part of this community. Thank you very much, guys. And I am going to leave a link in the description below of a bunch of creators that were up there. And that's it, guys. Like always, stay safe, be safe, and we will see you next week with another. Bye.